I am an immigrant from Taiwan, and I came to United States as an international student. And 15 years ago, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And during that time, I realized that many Asian women who, because of the cultural and linguistic barrier, they're not able to access the important information support. And so during my treatment, I was longing to share my experience and look for advice from other Asian women who look like me and think like me, but I couldn't find any. So I think that I'm the embodiment of the quote that life is not just happen to you, life happens for you. So because of my personal experience, I realized how difficult it is to navigate the US healthcare system. So in 2010, I started a program called Asian Breast Cancer Project. So the goal was to train and to empower other Asian women to disseminate information in a culturally and linguistically responsive way for other Asian women. So that was the precursor for the current nonprofit organization I founded in 2012.
I lost my father about 15 years ago with vascular dementia. It was a painful journey for me at that time because I wanted to bring him over here when he was diagnosed with vascular dementia. That's the first time I realized there are not many culturally sensitive services for South Asian seniors, because I called Albany, Washington, and Department of Health. Whomever I can think of, I called. Everyone told me the same thing. Dr. K, we don't have any specific services for your seniors, what you are asking about. We all went through as physicians quite a bit. And then we realized as physicians, if we can't find resources, how about common people? Where can they go? How can they find their resources?
Many people, not just in the Korean community, but I would just say in the Asian community, they suffer, and yet the resources are not available to them. And so many reach out to their faith community for help because they're accessible, someone they trust, but it's also free. And so in that way, my parents ended up becoming unpaid social workers. And for what they did have, I mean, they helped a lot of people with jobs, housing, driver's license, whatever. They did good, but I saw their struggle in my heart. I always carried this desire, could there be a better way?
We need to have the strongest families possible. We need to give the children the best future possible, healthy home, so that they can be all that they can be, right? And so that's part of the reason that I'm interested in the issue of domestic violence and sexual assault and human trafficking, right? And all those are gender violence issues that largely affect women. So I think, of course, naturally as a woman, I'm attracted to this issue.